Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Timeout Tuesday. And before I start, I'm just going to say happy birthday to my little sister. I was 18 when my youngest sister was born, and today is her birthday. It's not quite her birthday yet because she's still in the day before. But happy birthday, Heather. I hope you have a lovely day if you end up watching this. And welcome again to Timeout Tuesday on the 9th of September today. Oh, it's so beautiful. We have spring has arrived and it's really, really nice. Excuse me. Always a bit croaky in the morning, but today I'm going to show you something from the new mini catalog. So I'm going to get Rod to swing this around for me. This is a new catalog, and the cover alone, but when you open it up, it's just beautiful. So went live last week, and I've just started playing with some of the things in it, but you can see all these wonderful things that you can choose, and it just makes me think of Christmas, and I love that. Today I'm going to choose an online set that you only can buy online. It's not in the catalogue. It's called Modern Christmas, and it's really quite striking. I like the idea of black and gold. It's Modern Christmas, and it's a designer series paper, which is basically all I have used for these cards. When I went to retreat, I played with this a little bit. So let me show you some of it's basically gold, black and white. So we have this striped one, and then I'll pull it out so that you can see. Whoops, got lots of bits and pieces here. Striped, and then the other side has just that. We've got these beautiful trees, and I'll show you something I made with those. And then there's dots on the other side. The stars on the black background with black and white trees. There is a fa la 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 with this beautiful mistletoe on the other side. I love that one. There is, what else have we got in here? As I said, I haven't used them all. There's this one, and then the other side is like a spooky thing. And then there's this gold one as well. And the other side is that. So these are all just lovely. Make such elegant cards. I'll show you the one that I did with the stars. This is a card I did for one of the challenges at camp. We were given, and we had to make a shaker card. So I made this one. Not the best card for posting, but yeah, it's a really pretty card. And basically, this is the circle dome from the Little Piggy one, the annual catalogue. And then I put Merry Christmas on it. You can see that on it. And you know where I got that from, in case you are wondering. There is a set in the annual catalogue on, let me tell you the page, page 57, and it's called Christmas Words Collage. You can use this. It's a hybrid folder. So you've got, I want to show you how clever this is. You've got the words, and you've got merry and bright to your Christmas with love, magic, all these words. But you can actually put your cardstock in, put this, I get the right way around, goes that way. You will see that it definitely goes that way. So put my gold, I put some gold foil in underneath this and ran this through the embossing folder, and I ended up with the Merry Christmas in gold, which I love, and you could do it, and I haven't even started playing with it yet. So that's one of the things. But today I'm going to do 3 cards that I made up on the spot at camp. We have what I call a triptych card first, which is one with three, what do you call them? Panels. Thank you, Rod. lost for words this morning. And I've got Happy Christmas on it. You can see that just there, Happy Christmas. And I used this beautiful, it's called, let me see what we call it, a regular weave trim. It's actually with the autumn, but it's absolutely gorgeous. So I used that as a highlight on it. So I'm going to show you how I made that one. It's going to be my first card this morning. So let's get all of this out. I'll tip everything out. Still a little bit in there. And I'll also show you something else that I think I've got two here that I have made. There you go. I've even got two. Right, so basic white base. This is the trim that I was telling you about. It's like a Hessian trim, and it will go over. So I've got the piece of white cardstock, which is just going to sit on top of the other piece of cardstock, and this will go across it. But before I do that, I've got 3 panels. These are all the same DSP, as you can see. Okay, and I've got 3 black panels. Okay, this is what makes this so rich, I think. So let's get, I'm going to do my middle one first. So I'm going to turn that over and put some tape on the back of that and stick it to one of the black panels. It should just fit. I think it's just a teeny little bit too big for that panel. Take just a little bit off the bottom. Still a little bit too big, I think. Obviously cut it a little too long. That will be better, I think. Yeah. So I'm just going to stick that like that. And then I've got these two. These are probably too long too. Just take a fraction off the bottom of it. A fraction off this one. Don't need very much of it, but it just, to me, is just a little long. So I've got these 2 panels, and I've got the other 2 black panels. So let's get this together. So this time I'm going to put tape on the fa la la side and pop it on. There's just a tiny little border around it. There's 1. 2. Okay. That fits really nicely. Are you happy with the fit of that one? Okay, so that's my 3 panels. Now when I go to make a triptych card, which is triptych is 3, I'm going to put this one on here on the layer, this one on this side. Okay, and this one is going to go in the middle. So what I want to do is put actually the side ones on first. So let's do that. I'm not even thinking about the base at the minute. So I'll put that on, and I'm going to put it right at the edge. So there we go. And then I'm going to do the same on the other side. So we've got those 2 panels in place first. So it's right to the edge. And there's a tiny little bit of a border at the top and the bottom. And then this other panel is going to go on the middle. Okay. And it leaves just a little border in between them. Okay, so that's that. Now, what I want to do is I want to put this ribbon on across it, like so. So what I'm going to do is put some tape on the back. And then I shall get my ribbon, and I will place that across my card like so, and then put it on the base. There we go. So that's the first bit of the card. Now, you can do lots of things. You could put a Happy Christmas. You could do something like this. You could do that sort of thing on it. Or you could put a Happy Christmas. These, I should show you these. These are amazing. If you're in a hurry to make a card and you want to make one sort of very quickly, I suggest you have these in your stash when I find them. They're hiding somewhere on my table, and I can't find them at the moment. Oh, it's a packet with, it's a plastic packet with, oh, it's down here. There we go. This one. They're called Greetings for You Mix and Match, and basically they're all pre-printed for you, and there are 6, I believe, in this, and they've got Christmas sentiments in them, so you've got lots and lots of sentiments. Merry and Bright. I think there's 2 of each one, Happy Christmas, and so on. So this is Joy. This is out of one of them. So I could do that if I wanted to, or I could put From Our House to Yours on it. I think I'm going to put the Joy on this one. So I've just punched out 2 circles, and this one here, I took it out of a piece of scrap card, put it on the gold, and then get the Joy. Now at the back of these, actually you've got a bit that you can peel off and stick it straight on if you want to. So I'll show you how you can do that. I often put it on with dimensionals as well, but I'll put this one on like that. So I've taken the back off, and it's adhesive. So you've got the choice of putting them flat down. It's not quite centered. That's better, okay? And then I'd put that on like that, and it's just very elegant. So I'm going to put that on with some dimensionals. I just need like 3 on this. 1, 2, 3. And let's put that on our card. I'm going to put it right there. So similar card to the other one, slightly different, but yeah, I better bring it down a bit. So there you go. One with Joy, one with Happy Christmas. So just to show you that that is something you can do. And you could put one of those on the inside. So that's my first card for today. My second card for today is a bookbinder one. So I'll just leave that over there. It's this one here, and it's such an easy card to make. So basically I've used a piece of basic black. You know, you don't associate black with Christmas, but doesn't this look elegant? And then the paper is on top, and then you can write your message inside. And I've added a little bit of sparkle to it as well. So I'm going to show you how to put that one together. Here we go. I had this all prepared a couple of weeks ago, so I'm really, really hoping that all I need is in here. And I've obviously made two of them, so yeah, of everything, but that's okay. So basically I've got my piece of A4 card, which I've cut down the middle, and I've scored it at about 3 centimeters in. Okay, so you end up with this piece and this. We will end up gluing this down. Okay, so I've got a piece of my striped paper, which is going to go there. I've got a piece of white cardstock, which is going to go inside, and the other piece is going to go there, like so. Okay, so let's put that together. I'm going to put that straight on the card. Okay, so I'll put that on first. There we go. Excuse me if my head got in the way. And then I'm going to put this on. I like the striped paper for this side of this card. I think it adds a certain elegance to it. Let's get it on straight. There you go. So that's basically the front of the card. Now we're going to put, what I am going to do next is I'm going to seal this card. So this will be closed. So I've just done that. Push that down so it's nice and firm. And that's my bookbinder card. Okay, now I've got a piece of white cardstock that I'm going to put on the inside. Very, very simple card. And the card's almost finished. Now, when I was at retreat, I find this, one of my friends had this folder, which I've since ordered. It's called Gathering Leaves. And basically it's just lots of little leaves. It's a huge folder. The leaves go that way. Okay. And it makes gorgeous Christmas trees. So here is a tree that I embossed and cut out with one of the dies from Ornamental Christmas, which is part of the Modern Christmas suite. So that's the stamp set, and these are the dies. Let me show them to you. So you've got these, you've got a circle, and there's something else that I'll show you that comes with it. So I used this one here to just cut out a piece of white cardstock, and then I ran it through the embossing folder, and I'm going to add something to it. Okay, so I've got some Week of Stella here, and you can see that I am adding a little bit to it. You probably can't see this on the screen, but I'm just adding, everywhere there's a leaf, I'm coloring it with Week of Stella. So it's probably a bit hard for you to see. See if I can get you to, probably can see it up there. Let me get it closer to you. Can you see how it's making the leaves stand out? So you have to watch where I have it and also watch where the camera is. And that's still an art that I'm learning. So I'm just going to cover over all the leaves. I thought this was a lovely way of using this, even though it was in the autumn one, in the mini catalogue. Different way to use it over Christmas. Don't know if you're like me, but I'm really starting to think of, I love Christmas. It's one of my favorite times of year. So I'm an unashamable person who just loves getting my decorations up and just all the joy with Christmas as well. So I've just put some Wink of Stella on that, and that's going to go on the card here. And then I've got a couple of circles that I cut out. This was with a snowflake embossing folder, and I had a piece that was sitting around, and I'm going to put Merry and Bright on top of it. Okay, now I can see that I'll just peel the back off this one, I think, as well, because I can do that with this one. So I've got Merry and Bright. I'm just going to pop it in the middle of the circle. But I'm going to put that and that. Not quite sure why I had this piece of well, I might have decided to put that behind it or something like that. Maybe like that or something. Not sure what I wanted to do with that, but I could actually swap that around, put that on that side. It might have just been a bit that I had left over, and make it like that, which isn't too bad. I actually like it without it. I think I just like that. So let's get these on dimensionals. Always can change your mind when you want to. So we'll do this one first. going to put 4 on this. 2, 3, 4. Turn my tree over. 1. I'm going to put 3 at the bottom of the tree. I know someone who colors the dimensionals so that you can actually see them when they are putting them on. So they just put a bit of color on them. So got a few dimensionals on that. I'm going to turn this over. I'm going to change it a little bit from the other one. As I say, I haven't even started playing with this. I'm been a bit slack this last couple of weeks because I've been doing other things. So I'll put my tree there. And then I'll get my sentiment. And again, I don't have any stamping to do. Just straight on here like that. Okay. And that's it. Now, I've got some gems here that also come. I had them because I pulled them out. I'm not quite sure where oh, there they are. They're hard to pick up. There we go. So these are the gold ones, the red ones and green ones as well. But I wanted to keep the theme of gold. So I'll put one up the top. Okay. And I might put one about there. Whoops. It's just a sticky side. It's a sticky side. And we put that one there. That one there. On the card. And that one down there. So the tree's now got some little bubbles on it, called bubbles. You could even put red ones if you wanted to. And I've got 5 there. I could put one on there if I wanted to. I'll just show you what it would look like. So just on the bottom there. I'm not sure that it really adds anything to it, but yeah, I'll just put it there. So you can see that's the card. Hold it up for you. Okay. And it's just a very, very simple card. So that's card number 2. Let's go into card number 3 now. I had lots of scraps, as you could see, left. So I decided to go with this. It's like a patchwork card. So basically cut out lots of squares. And I think I did this with stylish shapes. And then I embossed them. So we've got heaps and heaps of those. So I'm not going to use those ones. Those are my spares. But let me get my card out. This is all just with the scraps, okay? So again, I've got my basic white base. And this time, now what I should have done was cut the center out of this to make it more useful. I can't really do that now, I don't think. Well, maybe I could. I usually would do it with a die, but I think I can do it with this. So I'll show you if you don't have your die at hand. For this, you can get your cutter. And I've got a little bit of paper in there. And I shall cut it from about there down to there. And then I'm going to go across. I'm going to do the same there. You'll see that I'm just doing it on the inside of the card. And bring that up to there. This means that I can repurpose this bit that's in the middle. Whoops. And you won't even know it's not there. There you go. So now theoretically, this should come out. It might have cut right up to the end, and that would be my fault. That's okay. We can do that. There we go. I'll do the same on this side. And I should do the same down here, I think. That's it. So you see, I can use this little bit in the middle for doing leaves or whatever, because I don't really need to put that in the middle. Okay, so I've got my black is going to fit right over the top of the gold, you see? That's why I said we didn't need it. So let's take this. So I'm going to leave that aside for a moment. I've got some squares here. I used some gold and I put it through the Gathering Leaves embossing folder. So I have that one. I'm going to play around with this a little bit. Okay. I have Fa La La. Could put that up there. I'm not sure where I'm putting these yet, so I think I want a white one down there. Okay. So you can see I'm making like a patchwork. And then I've got another white one and a black one. I think I want to put this black one here. And I might put, oh, I'm not decided yet what I'm going to. I have that there. Put that up there. And I could put that there. I could use the other side, but I like this side. Okay, so I've put those on. You can see they're in a different order to the other one. And I've used some different sides. So I've got that. So now I'm going to put them in place. So let's get my tape. I'll put the first one on. I'm just going to leave a tiny little layer around it. And then I'll put the bottom one on, which is the same one. The other side. There we go. It's two. Now I might put the other side on next. So I'm going to put this one on first. I used the dots on the other card, but I'm going to use the trees on this side. So let's put that on. That's it. And I'll put this one on next. So I'm going to just put some tape on the back of it. And that'll go in the middle. Like so. So those top three are on and that one's on. Now, what do I want to do? Do I want to put it there? And no, I think I want to put it like that. Put the gold over on the left. It just like that. The leaves are going up and down. And then I've got this one. And that's going on there. And that's the stars. Okay, so that's my card. Now I'm going to turn it over. Put some tape on the back. And I'm going to lay it on the gold frame. Sometimes it sticks to it, and I don't want it really quite to stick yet. There we go. Okay. Now that's going to go on, not that one. It's going to go on this base, like so. But I have two strips of cardstock here, of a black strip and a white strip. So I'm going to stick the white strip onto the black strip. Really simple card. And I'm leaving a border on either side. Oh. Now you'll notice it's a little bit too long, so I'm going to actually, do you know what? I can get a bit of huffing. Just want to move it a tiny little bit in. Not very much in, but just a little glimmer of the black there. That's better. And then that's going to go on the top like that. Okay, so what I can do is I can do that first. I just want to put a little bit more tape on this side because it's wanting to stick up. Go. And I shall put that on the card first before I do anything else. And I'm just going to lay it straight on along the middle. As I say, this is one I sort of made up for myself. And I've got a Merry Christmas here. Now, I can raise this up, I think. I could peel the back off and just stick it straight on if I was so inclined. But I think I want to put it up in dimensionals, this one. So I'll put 4 of these on the back end of it. That should be enough. And I'm just going to stick it on like that so that it is sitting up a little bit from the actual Merry Christmas. And then I've got 3 of those gold gems and I'm going to put them right here. So let's get that done next. Whoops. Where did you go? There it is. Put that one on first. It went flying on me. I think that needs to come down a little bit. That's better. And the last one. Too far out. A tiny little bit. There we go. So we've got that there. Now I could even put a sentiment on the inside if I wanted to. But you can see that you can see the black through, but that's not going to be a problem because the whole card, actually, yes, I stuck it straight on. You could put it on dimensionals as well, but I'm just going to stick it straight on like I did with the other one this morning. And that's your next card. Okay, so let me show you my 3 cards. Oh, and before I go, the other thing that comes with this are these gold hoops. Now, I can see lots of uses for these, but I could see that you could make a decoration out of these by stamping I'll show you, stamping the tree and then suspending it in the middle so that it, you hang it up and it's, or even that tree. Or even just Merry Christmas you could do if you wanted to. So yeah, lots of ideas with those gold hoops. There's 10 in a pack. They're a bit larger than the ones we had before, but that's not a bad thing either. So you can make a Christmas decoration for someone with those. Okay, so let's have a look at our 3 cards. This one, it's sort of offcuts that I've used. And let's get the other ones that I have made. So we've got that one. We've got this one. And we have this one, which I've done 3 of already. So you're going to do Joy, which is the one we did today, or Happy Christmas. So there are 6 cards, or 3 cards that I made very, very quickly today. And I can make the other ones up really quickly too. So just to show you, see that one is raised. This one, you can't see that because it's under my, but it's raised up, and that one isn't. So just something that you can see, it just adds a little bit to it. Actually, I could raised up on that. So yeah, that's 3 cards that I made. I'm going to put these up, and if you like measurements for them, please let me know as well. Okay, the other thing that comes with the set, and I almost forgot, is this beautiful trim. It's black and gold and white and gold. So you could use that with your hoops or on your card. You could use it even on your card. As I say, I've only started playing with it, so lots of fun. So anyway, that's just a little taste of Christmas today, because if you're like me and have family overseas, we soon have to start thinking about sending our cards to them. And I think I I wanted to get a bit of a start on it. Next week, I'm going to show you another beautiful set called Prairie Grass. And again, I've fallen in love with it. And gosh, I have so much to show you, but I'm going to show you a few cards with Prairie Grass next week. And I hope you like this. And I'm probably come back to this and do some other cards with it in a week or so. Because it's, yeah, we're coming up into Christmas. And it would make beautiful wrapping boxes for wrapping paper as well. So I might even do a 3D box for you. Okay, so that's me today. I hope you have enjoyed watching this. And I hope that you all keep well. And I will see you next Tuesday. Bye, everyone.